My back was really, really playing up. Lying on my back and I'm like, I can't move. I can't get out of bed. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. So I soldier through. Big man, you know what I mean? Like.
So since then, I got booked in for a cortisone injection in my spine in hopes it would allow me to walk again. And it did. And I felt great. And the doctors gave me clear instructions.
Yianni, we highly advise you to relax and rest as much as possible during this time. Your body needs time to heal.
So what did I end up doing?
I'm taking the key.
That's where the pass the test.
I done my back in, didn't I? My back's sore.
This video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Use my code 23Yianni to get 60% off your first box, 25% off the next 2 months, and some free gifts. All you have to do is click the link in the description or scan the QR code that is on the screen right now. Enjoy.
So let me bring you up to scratch. You have seen from my last back update, I was laying on the sofa like a painting because I couldn't move. Click the pop-up to see what happened. Since then, I ended up seeking medical advice and got a cortisone on my back.
Hopefully today I can get up out of bed properly, I can walk and get some good movement in.
So when you're bringing sexy back.
Following the treatment, I generally felt a lease of life. My mental health was better. Despite the doctor's orders of relaxing, I soldiered through. I was able to do things I needed to do. It was a busy few months and here's how it went. I drove 3 hours all the way to Manchester. I dropped off KSI's prime car to Logan Paul. You can click here to watch that video. I went to the pre-fight and met loads of people. Now back to Logan Paul's house to show the car. I did handover and sorted out logistics.
Yeah! Yo!
The next morning, I woke up early doors to deliver the car. And yes, I ran into some mishaps.
It's open. You can see it flapping. Side door's open. I can see it flipping open, the side door. Check it. Now it's open. Bro, I can see it open.
Got the car cleaned for the 100th time, so it was perfect. And just when I could breathe, it was fight night. Sold out arena, the adrenaline was pumping, and I completely forgot about the pain in my back. I was buzzing for KSI. Then he got robbed.
Gutted, man, gutted for him, gutted for him. Oh man, yeah.
This is Jan's initial reaction, but we all lose at something every now and then. We all lose and we come back. It's not the end of the road. We've seen the best fighters in the world lose a fight and come back.
I feel, you know, it is when you're friends with someone, you're close, you feel for that person. And
how many times have you seen me lose?
I know how hard he works. I feel
how many times have I seen you lose?
I know, man. I feel gutted for him, though.
I hear you.
Initial reaction. I feel gutted for him. I feel gutted for the team. All the people behind the scenes that all work with him. So jarred, bruv. So.
You know what? Do you know what I will say? Yeah. Your bit. You delivered, yeah? When you were getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and coming in, you delivered your bit. You came here at 6 o'clock in the morning, you did what you had to do, you were here, you did all your running around, you got your passes, you got all your people in, you did your job, bruv, yeah? You did your job.
It don't matter, bruv.
Yes, it does. Wait, hold on. What you were in control of, you sorted out.
Amongst all the emotions of the hype, the adrenaline, the pain my body was going through, nothing mattered. Even though I was gutted for JJ, I always thought I have a role to play for my supporters. I had to put a smile, take pictures, and I kept moving forward. No matter what, I always try to inspire positivity, even in my darkest times. Here is a quick house update of something that I've done recently. In the cinema room, it didn't feel quite cozy enough, didn't feel warm enough. So I called up my boys, DNS Floors, who'd done my house originally, and I said, can you put carpet in the cinema room? They were like, no problem, we'll just go on top of the tiles. They said the underfloor heating may not work as good because obviously now you've got underlay and you've got the carpet, but I didn't care. It made such a difference. It does feel a lot more warmer in there and a lot more comfortable. Right, let's get back to the video. After trying to get back into the swing of things, Manchester really took its toll on me. But I had work to do, customers to see, and even though I wasn't 100%, the show must go on. Now, at this point of the timeline, my mind wasn't all there, and the cracks where I forced myself to get on, regardless of the pain in my body, started to show.
Okay, Lizzie. Oh. I'll tell you what, she's gonna be... Right, so I'm with Lizzie. I'm with Lizzie. No, we're together now. See, I've got her now. We're dating. Okay. I told you, my head's gone. So Lizzie, you're the ones with the envelopes.
Yeah.
Okay, you're the one to the envelopes. Let me run it again. By the way, yeah, you are much better than this, okay?
So multiple takes later, we got there in the end. The full video is on the YIANNIMIZE YouTube channel. But in summary, let's just say he wasn't a fan of the colour, despite him choosing the colour himself. I posted the picture on my Instagram and it all changed once the comments started coming in. I did warn him that people will comment. He was like, no problem, Yan, it won't affect me.
People are not liking this colour whatsoever. Horrible, ugly, awful, hideous. Can't polish a turd. How can you do that to a Urus?
I'm not Yianni from YIANNIMIZE for no reason. I took it back and put my touch on it.
Let's see her.
I think his reaction here says it all.
Wow. Oh my God. Now this is a proper smile. I actually want to run around like a big kid.
Amongst Steve and loads of other customers and all the day-to-day runnings, you'd think I'd take it easy by now. Yeah, nah.
I've just turned up to DMO's new unit to see what madness is going on. There's some cars here and there's some people here, and it's crazy. Hey!
You was out here, you was moaning about Lambos.
Employees is the worst thing.
I need to take this to Carwow and race it. Alice, I haven't taken anything out of cold candy.
Anyone that works for me, their job was once upon a time my dream job.
It's like being like a kid in a candy store. I'm taking the key. Would you give him your car to be drifting around roundabouts?
Yeah, I would.
Really?
It is actually the world's fastest RS6. Sensational!
I know I can't help myself. Always thriving off adrenaline. As DMO would say, I'm always active. So after this, I had a big event planned and I wanted to meet my supporters, take pictures and get back to reality. So YIANNIMIZE Live was the best time for my mental health and to see you all, but it was definitely the worst time for my back.
YIANNIMIZE Live has just arrived. Steady it up a little bit. Oh, you look how you want, yeah? He's always there, isn't he?
How are you?
I'm okay, I'm not bad.
Really well.
I'm right, my
Really
back
well.
was bad. I done my back in, didn't I? I couldn't walk or nothing.
Yeah. How are you?
My back's on, support's on, but sore.
Yeah.
Can't lie, man.
Take it steady.
How are we?
We're okay.
My back's playing up though, I ain't gonna lie.
The event was great. I met so many of you, but the stress and pressure that I put myself under had taken its toll on my back. I'm a stubborn person and I just wanted to get to work. Show love to my loyal supporters despite the pain and continue on with my normal life.
If I don't see you guys, thank you for coming. The rain has held off, we've done all right. Have a great Christmas, New Year, and we'll see you next year for some monster shows, guys.
Make some noise for Yianni, everybody, as well. Make some noise for Yianni, please. Champion.
But I may have taken it too far this time. The next morning, I was in agony. The pain shot down from my back to my leg. The ejection has now finally wore off and I could barely sit or stand.
Yes, I'm lying down, and yes, I've done my back again. The cortisone injections have worn off, but obviously I had to go live to YIANNIMIZE competitions, YouTube and Facebook, to give away some winners. This was filled with loads of amounts, obviously that's what's left now. But yeah, I'm gonna go see the surgeon again next week and make a decision on what's happened, whether they're gonna have to do an operation on me now or not. Yeah, not great, not where I wanna be, but it is what it is.
A few days later, this happened. Days later, I was in even worse pain. So much so, I had to call an ambulance to come to my house. And they needed to put me on air and gas because the pain was so unbearable.
It's gonna be a long night. So here is the hospital update. I'm gonna be until Monday, minimum. The MRI scan, the new one they've done, looks similar to the old one, so it doesn't look like anything's got any worse. But the problem is, the doctor that came to see me today is not a spinal surgeon. So he's like, I can only base it on what I'm seeing, but I'm not sure 100%. But on Monday, the spinal surgeon will be able to tell you. But we need to get your pain under control, so we need to up your doses, which I said okay, but what you're giving me, because I didn't want all clocodamol, diazepam, and all that, because it messed me up last time. So they said they're going to increase my morphine. So I was on 5, then I was on 10, and now they're going to make it 20. I'm sure people are going to be like, don't do it, but the pain I'm in is just mental. Can't walk, can't stand. So I ain't really got a choice. It's always nice when the family come and see you. So I didn't even know I was that fit. Loudest. My middle one. Cousin Mike. Look at him. Look at him. It's just muscles everywhere. I mean, everyone knows. Damn, yeah. You want anything?
So I got another injection to ease the pain while they were trying to figure out what they were going to do and what operation was going to be done on me.
Just like that.
That's fine.
Oh, wow.
With strict orders from the doctors, I was homebound. Limiting my time at work, I needed to take care of myself now. I needed plenty of rest and good food to help me recover. And this leads to the sponsor of this video.
So thank you to HelloFresh, who are the sponsors of this video, to help me still eat great food and not spend hours cooking, because I can't really stand for that long. So, what are we cooking today? Szechuan chicken stir fry with mushrooms, monjetour and rice. So these step-by-step instructions are really, really easy. There's only actually 4, and this meal will actually take me 15 minutes, which means I'm still getting good food, good portions, and I'm not having to stand here too long and put pressure on my back. As always, it's so convenient. No hassle with the pre-portioned ingredients, and it's delivered right to your door. I had to choose something quick and easy because I need to relax, and HelloFresh really have meals to accommodate all lifestyles. With more than 44 recipes per week from just £3.15 per portion, and this is before the discounts. So make sure you use my code 23YIANNI to get 60% off your first box, plus 25% off the next 2 months, plus free gifts. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen. So I've already cooked the rice and it is covered, but now it's time to start on the chicken. Literally, it's so easy. Step by step, stage by stage. So simple, and I'm not the best cook. But for me, when I cook this, it's like I'm Gordon Ramsay. Like Gina. So I'm not going to show you the whole process, because obviously we're just cooking, but I will be back in 1 minute. And there it is, Szechuan chicken stir fry. Gotta try it. So good. The sauce, the portions, yes, I'm really pleased. It tastes great. It is so quick. This was literally 15 minutes. I've got a meal here, and it was simple. Just follow the instructions, follow the steps, and then voila. Sometimes I impress myself.
I need to send a massive thank you to HelloFresh. They made it so convenient for me to relax and still have good food. Moving on, my son started to learn how to drive. It was nice for me to see him grow up into adult life. He even surprised me passing his theory test while I was in hospital. This was a real cool moment.
I'm getting out of bed for this. Back into bed. Get back into bed. Let me see, where's the form? Get back into bed, man. He passed his theory. How do you feel? Huh? Yeah? You happy? Yeah.
You'd think my son would be a boy racer, but he's the complete opposite to me. You'll see what I mean. Check how he got on in his first lesson.
All right, first things first, we're going to start the engine. So just hold down the brake and clutch. All the way, yeah, keep it like that. Now start the engine with that same button from earlier. Brilliant, car's on. Oh, clutch down brake. Clutch down. All right, the first stall's out the way. We don't need to worry anymore. And when you start moving, hold it steady and then let go. You're driving. That's it. Now keep your left foot on the left side of the clutch. Yeah. Press the accelerator gently and just follow it round. You can turn that off now. Now step off the accelerator. We're going to go second gear, okay?
Yeah.
So clutch down.
All the way?
Yeah, all the way. Second gear. And then clutch up in 3 seconds. Brilliant. You're in second gear. We're going to go from here. But this time we're moving off on a slope and slowly now release. Slowly.
Sorry.
It's all right. We're all good. Nobody saw that. Change gear. Clutch up in 3, 2 and 1. You see how quickly we slowed down there? Press the accelerator. Press it.
I was.
Press it. Because you took too long between stepping off to changing. Just use your left hand to steer now. Like we said. There we go. Really nice. Look in there, Andrews.
Yeah.
A little bit wider if you can. There we go. We're all good. Don't apologise.
I do it a lot.
Turn it back now.
I did the same thing.
You're good. You're good. A little bit too much steering there. Always focus where you want to drive and the car will just guide you there. Yeah? Okay. 3, 2, 1. The gear change is good, but don't take... Good.
I took my foot off the accelerator.
No, it's not even the accelerator.
What did I do wrong?
You did the gear change beautifully.
What did I do?
But then you just didn't bring the clutch up.
I did, but I didn't bring it up fast enough. I was
And
counting
then the
too
car
slow.
slows down too much.
I was counting too slow.
Good. Oh, clutch down. Clutch down, brake. Indicator on. Is the road clear?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, feet ready?
Why did you laugh? Did I look low?
Because you went, yeah. And I'm like, what are we gonna do?
I don't know why I looked there.
But honestly, for a first lesson, you're doing really well. So, yeah.
Shout out to Ammon from Clear View Driving. You can also see I done a retest with her to see how my driving was nowadays in my Urus. You can check that out on her channel. So for his birthday, I decided to surprise him with his first car. You know I am the car guy. So for me, this was a dream to give my son his first car. Andreas is my eldest and an amazing son. He has no idea this car was for him. All he knew is that I dragged him down for a YIANNIMIZE competitions giveaway. Click the pop-up banner to see the full video. But let's just say his reaction was priceless and showed what a real lovely young man he is. He genuinely deserves this, and I'm so proud of the young man he has become. As well as being the fun parent that I am, with cars and YouTube of course, I still had to give him that little bit of the responsible dad talk.
Pass your test now, mate. That's it. You want to pass, as soon as you pass your test, you got a car sitting at home. So literally, you'll pass your test, you drive home, and then your car's sitting there. Just be safe, be sensible, and I'm doing all the dad thing.
I've got a black box. I can't not be sensible.
I haven't put a black box in yet. I'm waiting. But yeah, you will have a black box. But just be sensible. Don't get caught up in the hype. And you're luckily this son compared to Nicholas. This son compared to Nicholas is a bit different. Nicholas gets caught up in the hype and he gets drive faster, do this, do that. Whereas Andrew's a bit calmer, a bit more composed.
So because the car was sitting in the unit for so long, the battery was low and the petrol needed topping up. So I thought I'd take him for a little spin around the corner.
And the car sits here for too long, need to jump it. It's real, at least it's real.
There's no petrol, it's 0 miles. 0 miles of petrol.
There's no petrol. There's 0 miles. Can't win. You're paying petrol, yeah?
I wasn't saying it's a bad thing. I was just saying
you're filling up, yeah?
Huh?
What do you mean, huh? You got a job now. Let's see, you got a job. You got to pay these. This is the real life now, mate. You got to pay petrol, okay? If it needs an MOT, service, tyres, brakes. Welcome to the real world.
Does it feel weird driving a 1 litre?
Yeah, it's alright. It's nice, this car. What size box tank on?
Passenger side.
It has an arrow, left side, yeah.
The arrow done that. Okay, very good. Well done, Nicholas. Well done.
Took 37 beans, mate. 37 beans.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west.
Oh, you know what? Should we see if we can drive the car in? Let's see if he stalls it. Oh, he stalled it! I knew he'd stall it. He's used his driving instructor's car. Handbrake. That's why. The handbrake's not up. Yeah, handbrake is up. That's why he hasn't passed the test. And he wanted to drive back from the petrol station. Go on in, let's see, without stalling it. Yeah. So what you did then, I'll tell you what you did then. Right, brake. So what you did, you had the handbrake up, didn't you? That's what it is. Huh? Do you want to see if Nicholas can do it? Also, yeah. You know what? Why? Didn't stall it. Didn't stall it. Oh. Right, enough crazy, dangerous stuff for today. Put it in neutral. Get out of the car. Until he passes his test, he won't be going back in the driver's seat.
I told you I wouldn't stall it.
Yeah.
I managed to.
Did he stall it or did he not stall it? What are we saying? He stalled it at the end.
Give me another chance then.
No, we're done. We're done with madness.
And he put the car on full rev as well.
No, I didn't.
Why?
I told you I wouldn't stall it.
Didn't stall it. Oh.
So after 2 injections and the surgeon devising a plan for me to have an operation, it all started to sink in a little. I had a quick chat with all my staff before I headed home in preparation for the next day.
They say don't mess with your back or your eyes, you know, I mean, the things that are just like, yeah. And obviously, hopefully, I'll just wake up and I'll be okay and I'll be able to walk and I'm not in pain. Because that's what it is, that's what my surgeon said to me, Bob Chatterjee said to me, the thing is to not be in pain. There is other operations you can have which are not as serious. He goes, but there's no real guarantee of anything. He goes, but the most chance you've got is having the big op. And I was like, I'd rather have the big op than have another op and then have another op, have another op, have another op, all the little ops. What's the point? I like to just go all in, put all my chips in and just get it done. Today's the last day for me at YIANNIMIZE for a while. I'm having my back op. You can see on the screen right now what's going to happen. It's a big operation, fusion. Yeah, it's a deep dish. So I'm booked in for 4 days in the hospital. I'm staying in St John's Wood, which is obviously a great hospital. And then hopefully I'll be home for Monday. Could be out for 3 weeks, 6 weeks, who knows. Anyway, I thought I'd just put this on this video. And hopefully the next time you see me, I'll be up standing properly. Right now, all the pain is down my left side. It's insane. So yeah, I can stand, but I can't really walk properly right now. Anyway, just wanted to let you know. And that's it. I'll see you after the op. Cheers.
So I head home to get some rest and await the operation in the morning.
Big day for me today, operation day. I'm not worried. I think people around me have made me more worried with their concern. But listen, I've got a great surgeon. It's gonna be okay. So I'm waiting for a car to pick me up and head into St John's Wood to have the op. But the last, I don't know, 10 days, 15 days have been brutal. Let's see how I get on, and hopefully I'll be speaking to you guys when I wake up. Cheers.
So I always drive myself around. However, if I need a chauffeur company, I use AZ Lug. This is not a paid ad. He's just a good guy. He's a friend of mine called Abbas. I've used him for forever. And he always comes to me, always helps me out. And when I was in need, he was the main guy, and his drivers were fantastic. So shout AZ Lux.
So I'm sitting here in my my get up, my attire. I've got these sexy leggings and socks on. Now people are going to say, you got the socks on the wrong way. I don't, because look, they're on the bottom as well. Everyone always says that. Anyway, this is my room. So this is St John and Elizabeth in St John's Wood. So Bob has just come to see me, Bob Chatterjee, who's my surgeon, and said to me he's gonna have a look when he does the operation and make a decision during the op to see whether he needs to do the full fusion op. So he's gonna mess around with the nerves. He said they put like little dots on me that can tell that they can make my arms move, my legs move, even though I'm asleep. And he's like, we know obviously all the issue is down the left side of your body. So if we can see like a 95% improvement when I do my first, whatever he has to do, he goes, I'm going to run with that. He goes, if I don't see the improvement as high as I want it to be, then I'll do the full fusion. So I'm like, okay. So he goes, yeah, he goes, your operation could be an hour and a half, it could be 4 hours, depending on what he's going to do and what he finds when he's in there, and obviously he's watching. So yeah, fingers crossed he doesn't have to do the big one. And yeah, the next time you see me, I'll probably be mad drowsy and mad out of it, but I will obviously come back on here for you guys so you can see what it's like when I wake up. But I'll see you on the other side. See you later. So that's it, guys, I'm out. I'm still drowsy, just waking up after general anesthetic. Operation went well. As you can see, I can move my feet, I can wiggle my toes, which is always a worry when it's a spinal operation. My mum's here. Shout out Mumsy. Even I told her not to come, but my Mumsy don't listen. So she's here. I feel alright. Yeah, so that's it. So now it's road to recovery. I'm in hospital for 4 days, and then it's get home, recover, and then get back to work. Got stuff to do, got people to see. So, day one. After the op yesterday, slept about 3 hours, brutal, couldn't sleep. They said to me, it's the anaesthetic that's just keeping me awake, which is weird because it puts you to sleep and then obviously keeps you awake. So the adrenaline and stuff, but I'm not really tired. I feel good, obviously I'm on a lot of drugs, so I'm not feeling any pain. I managed to walk after 4 hours of my surgery, which was really good. I'm in hospital for about 4 days, they told me, till probably Monday, 4 nights. And they said they won't let me leave until the physios are happy with me, which means I need to be able to walk up and down the stairs and do some other things. So yeah, but yeah, I feel good. It's day one, and
I'm pleased it's done now. And I've got Sam with me. Hi, Sam. And Sam is going to give me a quick rundown of what is going to happen and what we need to do.
So we're going to go a bit of a walk around.
Yep.
Make sure you're walking normally, try and promote normal movements. Get you back so you're not walking too rigid, like a cardboard box. Get you moving properly afterwards. So encouraging normal movements, nothing fancy, nothing crazy. Just get you back to moving properly again.
Okay, up and downstairs?
Yep.
Yeah?
Go for a walk, up and downstairs. So there you go.
All right, here we go. I feel the pain in the back. It's not actually on left again.
Yeah.
it's like it's in the square.
Yeah, we'll go around the square a couple of times.
Okay.
You can go right around the next time if you like. Get it crazy.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, it's not so bad. Not so bad.
Perfect. All right. It should be comfortable. It should be very achievable and comfortable.
Nice.
You wouldn't want to do these like 20 times a day,
Yeah.
but going up and down on a fairly regular basis should be absolutely fine.
I've got Dr. Bob Chatterjee here, and there he is. There's the man.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Bob's going to actually explain to you what he's done and what is in my back, so at least you guys know. And obviously, I'll show some pictures on the screen as well.
So what he had a severe prolapse disc, which come in different varieties, but his was so bad it was pressing on a nerve that was making him unable to walk, and the pain was frankly driving him around the bend. So there are lots of different ways you can tackle this surgery. So what I've done for Yiannis is I've done a fusion in his back. And the reason he needed this was that the disc prolapse, unfortunately, was so large it had failed the disc and it was pressing on the nerves. So I need to remove all that prolapse that was pressing on the nerve. So that's the first part of the operation, removing what's irritating the nerve. The trouble is, once you've done that bit, you then realise that your disc isn't what it was, and it doesn't have the capacity to be a shock absorber between the two bones like it used to. So what we do is we put some scaffolding, if you like, inside the spine. We put some metal screws and some rods, and then we put a metal cage in between his vertebrae where the disc used to be. So these cages are very clever. If you look at them, they're not a solid metal block, they're sort of a metal lattice work, if you like. So think of a metal framework which is hollow on the inside. And what we do is, when we do his operation, we need to remove some bone in order to get down to where the nerve is being injured. But all that bone we use, and we recycle it, and we put it back inside of that cage. And so when we put that cage in between the vertebrate body, you have to sort of trick the body into thinking that something's broken. Because you know, when you break a bone, you get a healing response. So what we do is we just sort of scrape the surface of the bone just to make the body think that some kind of break has happened. And so what it will then do, as the months pass by for him, the healing process will make the bone that's sitting within the cage grow up into the vertebra above and grow down into the vertebra below, and that will solidify and lock the thing together, and that will give him all the stability and solidity he needs with his freed up nerve so he can do what he wants.
And to be fair to Bob, Colin at Cavendish, they got me in very, very quickly. Like, I know you're a busy man, and literally had nothing this year, and he managed to get me in. He got my pre-ops done, got the surgery done, and I'm up walking. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Honestly, thank you so much. That is Mr. Bob Chatterjee, and I'm very grateful.
2.5 weeks later, I went and saw my surgeon. He then removed the stitches out of my back, and then I started physio. This was my first session. It was only half an hour, and as you can see, I was pretty tired.
This guy just put me through the paces.
How you doing?
But, we're back.
We're going to work him hard. We're going to get him back to fighting fit again.
Man, it's brutal, but this is like nice gym here. No one's here. But yeah, we're back.
Overall, I'm feeling great. My recovery is incredible. I'm so grateful to Bob Chatterjee, who actually sorted out my surgery. And I think you need to be positive and really believe, you know what, I'm going to get up and actually do something. A lot of people are quite scared when it comes to their back, and I totally get that because the operation I had was serious.
Are you going to take it easy now?
I'm going to be responsible. I definitely don't want this again, and the pain I was in was the worst pain I'd ever experienced in my life. I'm going to take it easy for now until the YIANNIMIZE Grand Tour in June.
You can say that.
So guys, thank you for watching this episode of Yianni Monthly. I know it's been a while, but I'll try and get some more content out regular. Also, thank you to HelloFresh. As always, it's so convenient, a lifesaver for a busy day or when you have little time to cook. HelloFresh offers super quick recipes, loads of variety, and it's delivered right to your door. Don't forget to use my code 23YIANNI. You get 60% off your first box, and you get 25% for the next 2 months and some free gifts. And on the screen right now, you can see the QR code, or there's some details in the description. Take care, guys. Happy Christmas, and I'll see you soon.